Alright, we're starting off. We're not holding back, are we? Hello and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, of course, it's Friday. It's Guilty Gear Strive Day. And we're going to do one of the final remaining songs we have from Guilty Gear Strive, which is Love the Subhuman Self, which is Milia's theme. I think we have one more after this from Guilty Gear Strive. But as I've said in previous videos, don't worry, we're going to move back to Exard and all the other ones beforehand. So, but today we're going to do Love the Subhuman Self. So, if you're new here, what we do is we react to the song all the way through without stopping. And then we talk about it a little bit. I'll write some notes through the first reaction. And then we start again. And then we stop and start and talk about stuff through the second playthrough. So, but before we do that, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Really helps me out. And also if you can leave a comment as well, because it also really supports my videos, and you can leave your requests of what songs we should do next. So bear in mind that we're going to be going back to the older Guilty Gear games now, so what do you want from those soundtracks? Put those in the comments below, and also other games, other animes and things like that as well. But having said all of that, let's get into this reaction. Let's get into the reaction of, again, it's Guilty Gear. Who knows what's going to happen? Let's find out. Love the Subhuman Self, which is Milia's theme from Guilty Gear Strive in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, we're starting off. We're not holding back, are we? Oh my god!
Break yourself inside out. She told me.
Interesting.
We know deep down there's no way. Even if I smash the mirror, how do we look? Not good. Oh, lullaby, don't stop until I fall in place. Stay with me until the end of time. So carry on, love the subhuman self. Time goes on.
What a chorus!
I left my regrets. So carry on, love the subhuman self.
That's really cool.
Time goes on, lasting road. I feel a touch of moonlight. I swam to a dream.
Okay, nice.
We know deep down there's no way. Oh, we walked into the lake. Nothing's nice. How do we let that down? Oh, lullaby, don't stop until I fall in place. Stay with me until the end of time. So carry on, love the subhuman self. Time goes on, lasting road. I left my regrets. So carry on, love the subhuman self. Time goes on, lasting road. I feel like touch of a moonlight.
Okay, something's gonna happen. was a very interesting one, wasn't it? Very, very interesting. A lot in there. Very, very much a metal song. Very hard. It really didn't let up at all. It starts very, very right out the gate. Hard rock, metal music, and it doesn't really let up at all. A lot of interesting little things in there. Love the chorus. Love a lot of the guitar work. I love the vocal as well. But I think we need to get back into the reaction and listen to it again. So let's listen to it one more time and let's stop and start and talk about a few things this time. So that at the start is very interesting because you've kind of got this kind of organ style synth sound and it's kind of going in between your headphones. So it's like something's a bit off. It's kind of weird. It's more when you kind of have that kind of the sound. It's more supernatural or more supernatural themed, I suppose, where you would put that type of sound. So that's a very, very interesting way to start the song before we go fully into it. So you've obviously got this undertone of the guitar and the, the drums and everything's going really hard and it's proper, like a heavy metal intro, but you still kind of got that kind of synthy effect sitting on top and it almost sounds, is it a continuation of that supernatural sound or is it more of a technology kind of sound? If that's within the theme of the character, that's kind of what I'm trying to think at this point. That was so crazy, man. So fast. Such fast playing, proper like thrash metal style, just like pushing it really, really fast, double time, all the way to the point where I actually now have a bit of a breath where the vocal will start.
Break yourself inside out. She told me we know deep down.
So what's interesting here is you've kind of got this synth kind of playing this kind of these long notes in and out, almost like a string section, but it's kind of fading in and out of the song. And then you've got the drum track, which is basically like a drum and bass or kind of dance or EDM style drum track as well. So it's very like electronic music influenced in terms of the drum beat style. And then you've got this vocal performance, which is it's kind of, when it holds onto notes, it kind of whines a bit. It kind of, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that in the style of the vocal, it's very kind of like alternative rock vocal where you kind of hang on to the vowels a bit longer, and you kind of you instead of hitting the note, you kind of get there and get out. And it's, image wise, instead of going to a note and you hit it, you kind of get there a bit slower. You get there a little bit slower, so you're still in tune, you're still hitting the notes, but you're kind of just getting there with a little bit of a groan, of a whine. And that's very much used in grunge, rock, probably dance music as well. So that's quite an interesting kind of take of it. Is it kind of like a more rebellious sort of character? Who knows?
There's no way.
And I don't know, I guess, like, I'm looking at the costume now, and this is obviously looks like a very official costume, and the kind of the very furry big hat, which is obviously from like the very, very Eastern Europe. And I also know, I mean, that this kind of style of EDM dance music is very popular there. So is that kind of like a homage to that she's kind of from this kind of not Far East, but Eastern Europe, where it's like really cold, that kind of area of the world. I don't know. Yeah, there's a really nice chorus. I should think about something. It's a proper like almost like heavy metal ballad of a chorus where it really opens up, and you've got kind of the vocals kind of helping, the extra vocals helping accentuate the name of the song, Subhuman Self. It's a huge chorus, and it really opens up really nicely, and the instruments giving the vocal the breath to kind of sit on top of the track. Really nice, very like almost like Dragon Force kind of type of chorus where it's just really epic and the vocal sits as the main focus. And I like that. Yeah, and I like towards the end of the chorus is what the guitar did underneath, where it was just kind of hitting these individual, almost sound like chords or maybe triads or something like that underneath the song. Underneath were just very individual one strum of each one. Kind of nice, gives it kind of a lot more of gives it a bit more of an interesting sound. Now back to the start of the song. And now we go back to where we were, and we've still got this kind of gritty vocal from the female singer, and then we've got this kind of heavy metal kind of growl, scream, vocal fry kind of thing that is done very often in harder metal music underneath it. So it's kind of like this bestial side to it. So how does this relate to the characters? Very aggressive, very harsh, very primal in a way. That kind of visceral sound you get from that kind of vocal really suits the genre of music that's being played. It's very interesting to see how it relates to the character. And I like the juxtaposition we have here. You listen to how fast the instrument's playing and how, not slower, but how that's different. Like the instruments are very staccato and very on beat and very fast for going double time, blah, 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 and the singer's going like very legato, normal time. It's a nice juxtaposition to show kind of the. Is that the calmness of her and the calmness of her exterior, maybe, vocal, and then the inside is the instrument is a representation of how she feels inside, or something like that. You can interpret it like that. I don't know, but musically, it's very nice to listen to, because you could have really fast vocal on top of the really fast off the top of the very fast instruments playing, but I like it. I think this is a more interesting way of doing it. What I always think, and this happens on a lot of Guilty Gear choruses, is that because they always do so well on how to, make songs not just for the game, but for actual songs and for actual performances. And if there's any performances of Guilty Gear songs on YouTube, please let me know, and then we will look at them on the channel, because I'd be very interested to see how these songs translate into a live setting. That's just an incredible pinch harmonic, man. Pinch harmonics are not necessarily easy to do either. It's a bit of a knack that you just have to work on if you're learning to play guitar, especially to get that like full-on bend as well after the pinch harmonic is really, really nice. Obviously, this is a very classic kind of crazy metal style solo that Guilty Gear do a lot, but still, it doesn't make it. Even though we've heard these before, it doesn't make it any less impressive because the speed that they're playing legato into the notes and the hammer-ons are so clean, and it's so quick, and it's also, because the guitar's so overdriven as well, it's so easy to be messy, but it's not at all. It's so tight, so clean, so well played, and they are every time. To be fair, they are every time.
Oh, lullaby, I don't stop, even in the deepest dreams. Don't leave me till time stands still.
Then we have our Guilty Gear moment where it completely switches to something else. But this is still thematic and makes a lot of sense. And to have it just pull back into just the solo piano as well, and also really showcases how good this vocal is. Like the mixed bell that this performer has is so fantastic. It's so, you can hear that it's so well supported. It's so clear and powerful as well. It's really, really nicely done. Very interesting kind of end as well, kind of very similar to the start. Cool, very, very cool. Really enjoyed this one. Again, let me know what you thought, what you think of this song in the comments below, and how it relates to the character and stuff. It's very, very interesting. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel as well, and leave a comment of what songs you'd like to hear next on the channel as well from Guilty Gear. I think there may only be one left, or unless I've missed some, but I'm pretty sure there's only one left. So let me know what you want from Guilty Gear. So let me know what you want from the Guilty Gear Exard and all the other ones as well, please, because we'll be starting those very, very soon. But having said all of that, thank you all so much for watching, and I very much look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.